Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers and students. Hope by the bounty of Almighty Allah, you will be fine along your family crew. As you know, we are discussing the principles of management. There are 5 basic principles of management. We have already discussed the first principle, that is planning, and we are discussing now second principle, that is organization. Before this lecture, we have discussed nature of organization, concept, characteristics, and factors, etc. It is a lengthy topic, and I have divided it in 3 or 4 phases. And today I will discuss formal and informal organization and delegation of authority in the organization. Hope you will be attentive. First of all, I will tell you what is formal organization. It is an organization in which job of each member is clearly defined, whose authority and responsibility and accountability are fixed. It is created deliberately by top management, and there are well-defined rules and regulations in formal organization. There is a good procedure and systematic procedure in formal organization. Yes, it has advantages as well as disadvantages. First of all, I will say what are the advantages of formal organization. Number 1, it works in a systematic way. Number 2, achievement of organizational objectives are achieved in formal organization. In formal organization, advantage number 3 is no overlapping of work is there. Number 4, there is a coordination in formal organization. There is no alienation, and there is a peaceful harmony in formal organization. Next is that in formal organization, we have creation of chain of command. Number 6 advantage of formal organization is more emphasis is given on work. And next, that is number 7, there is delay in action, and last, it ignores social needs of an employees. So these were the few advantages of formal organization. Now it has also disadvantages. Side by side, number 1, it reduced flexibility. It reduces flexibility. Yes. Number 2, there is a loss of innovation in formal organization. And number 3, reduced information flow is often detected in formal organization. And next, there is a functional structure and team structure, and also a divisional structure in formal organization. So this was a just brief description about formal organization. Now we will discuss about informal organization. What is informal organization? An informal organization is basically the social structure of an organization which focuses on social interaction and relationship between its members. An informal organization can work concurrently with the formal organization, parallel to it, or even against it. It interlocks the social structure that governs how people work together and in practice. So this was a brief description about informal organization. It too has its advantages and disadvantages. What are its advantages? So let us discuss them. Number 1 advantage of informal organization is it promotes social and cultural values. Yes, this is the first advantage of it. And number 2 advantage of it gives relief to top managers. They are not overburdened. There is no wastage of time. There is no overlapping, etc. And number 3 advantage is it creates a social bond, satisfaction, and security between subordinates and managers. And next advantage is communication becomes strong in informal organization. It is the also advantage of it. And next, better relationship also is created in informal organization. Number 6 point is that it solves the work related problems smoothly, and number 7, it promotes creativity and supplement to managers capacities. So these were the advantages of informal organization. So we have discussed the advantages of this informal organization. Now we will discuss what are its disadvantages. Number 1 is there is a little or no job security in informal organization as compared to formal organization. Number 2, there are unprotected. These employees in informal organization are unprotected by labor laws. There is no job security or extra. Number 3, there are odd working hours. Number next, no pension, insurance or health insurance schemes are to be benefit to the employees in informal organization. There is also a summary dismissal and difficult to make these savings due to low wages, etc. So these were the few points of disadvantages of informal organization. So this figure indicates us what is formal organization and what is informal organization. So I will tell you what are the symbols. This is formal organization, yes, and this is informal organization. These circles indicate these are individuals. These circles are individuals, and this line indicates vertical groups. These are vertical groups, and these are horizontal groups. And this these big owl shapes represent mixed groups. So this is the figure which clearly clarifies this view regarding the formal and informal organization. So dear students, this was a brief discussion about formal and informal organization. Now we will discuss about the delegation of authority, how these powers are delegated from top to bottom, how the work is achieved, how the objectives of an organization or enterprise is achieved. So what is delegation of authority? In the organization, no manager can perform the entire work assigned to him because it becomes overburden to him. He cannot hold the things alone. He must share some of his authority, responsibility with his subordinates. The process by which manager shares some of his functional authority with his subordinates is called delegation of authority. Delegation of authority is the downward transfer of formal authority from one person to another. Superiors delegate authority to subordinates to facilitate the accomplishment of the assigned task. This is the view of the basic concept of delegation of authority. So we will discuss now significance, importance, or characteristics of delegation of authority. The first important characteristics or aspect or significance of delegation of authority is it reduces the workload of manager, and he can work on important issues such as planning, organizing, business analysis, etc. Point number 2, it brings the effectiveness in the work of manager as well as in the work unit. It helps a manager to prove his ability and skills in the best manner. Point number 3, under delegation of authority, the relationship between superior-subordinate relationship becomes meaningful and evident. Next point, it helps in breaking the monotony of the subordinates so that they can be more creative and efficient. And number 5th importance of delegation of authority is it is helpful to both superior and subordinates. This in a way gives stability to a concern working. With the effective result, a concern can think of creating departments and division flow working. So these were the important points of delegation of authority. This figure A, which I have drawn here, this figure A will clear you what is delegation of authority. This is a top level management, this is a middle level management, this is a lower level management, and this indicates the operating level workers. TLM consults MLM and passes the authority to this MLM, middle level management, then lower level management, and then operating level workers, and with the result, the objectives are achieved in a systematic way. So this was a brief description about the formal, informal organization and delegation of authority. I hope you might have picked up it in a judicious way. In case of any difficulty or query, you can contact me on my website or on a YouTube channel through my link. Till then, Khuda Hafiz. Thank you. So kind to you.